is still Skin Nutrition Workshop. The irony. Regardless of what I'm doing in that workshop, tattooing is just nice and quiet. Wait, bring a lamp in there. Out. No. No. Out. Hydration, like. Hydrate myself fully. Morning, everyone. Yo. Welcome. 2 seconds. It's universal for me to track out the way. I think it is, isn't it? Beep, beep. We all have car horns. They don't make difference. It's like the sound of a dog when you say woof, but in another language it's something else. But I'm like, but they actually do woof. That shit don't make no sense to me. Find an example in a minute. It's quite clear. So yeah, today we practice some more tattooing. I let the one I've done on my leg heal last night. I've done 8, 9 tattoos in the last 4 days. Now some people are going to be going crazy and you should be doing that. That's the face in your body. Not if you like the art, and I designed it myself, so. The face is big. Should have got some clothes that fit me really. Damn it. I'd like, that's what I need. But last thing. So that and my tea. I've got one more big piece I've got planned on my leg. And then I'm going to give it a little bit of time to let myself heal. Because I mean, I've got quite literally gone crazy all over my whole body. It's very addictive. It's very Moorish. Where did he to? I'm here. Okay, that was a bit bright. Voila, we have lights. Better lighting. Ow. So trying to sneak in there, you're not sneaking in today. Okay. Sneaking in. I'm talking to the dog, she's been very naughty. So this was the last piece I shaded. This has had no reference, by the way. Actually, a lot of the pieces I've done myself have had no reference either, because they're mine. So the reference is in my head. Hello, welcome. So which pieces was that? This was probably the main piece I done. Improvised. There's a 7 with the Grim Reaper on a skateboard, and I shaded the 7 with a line weight needle. Just like all kind of shading, but not just a little bit. It's like the dot shading, but like I don't know what it is about shading. I love the noise. Like it's because the shading needles I was using, they was just tearing up the fake skin, and it wasn't the voltage or the speed. Because I changed all of those, my hand speed and the voltage, which made absolutely no difference. It's just the get used to shading needles. But now I've got it because I've shaded the butterfly. I know how to shade now, ish. I'm getting there. Oh, and the piece that is doing. I was tired last night, so I'm kind of falling asleep while doing this. No, out. So I was falling asleep while tackling myself with owl on the calf. And I've got a little ghost down there too. Not right now, but later on, maybe one more. I've given myself like 8 or 9 in the last few days. And then my partner's done some as well. So there's this one, which needs finishing. It's the Reaper. Cross. I've also got a little face. So I want a stupid tattoo. That's my stupid tattoo. An eye with a mushroom. An eye in a mushroom. And owl and a ghost with a skateboard. Tattooing is honestly very fun. But I've watched a lot of stuff in the last few days. Apparently, people find themselves tattooing themselves very difficult because apparently, obviously, they find it more painful. Which I surprisingly, I don't know if this is why I just want to ask anybody really if they find it painful, if it's just my pain tolerance. So I do, as a skateboarder, I do have a high pain tolerance. Broken so many bones, I had bone come out my arm. So like, I was falling asleep while tattooing myself, which was crazy. I had to then have like a very sugary tea to get my blood sugar up as well. So it's just getting drowsy from it. Oh, totally. No heart whatsoever. See, come on, where's the song gone, man? Damn it. is on this playlist. It's on. Every time I test it the wrong way. Hello, someone asked me, was it yesterday or the other day before, that, is this a real tattoo? I've never seen a needle do temporary tattoos, ever. And I wouldn't do that. If there was a temporary tattoo that used a needle, I wouldn't bother, because you're just going to rip your skin for what purpose? Because it's still scars, you just can't see the scar because you have a tattoo. If anything, the ink almost helps it not scar the same way, because then it'd be like scarification to a degree. I don't know why. It's probably where the ink fills in the cut. It goes in, it pushes ink in. Do you know what I mean? It, like, it's in a cap. It goes quite fast. We love heart. It's not my design, but it's drawn by me. It's quite sweet. It's like a fire with a partner too. Yeah. Let's see what I can. I'm going to practice the Grim Reaper tattoo I'm going to do today. See if I can go find a stencil 2 seconds. Flash sheet. Technically, I figured out it's still Skate Diction Workshop. Don't need to change the name of that. People have to know that I'm Tywin, I guess. Should have put it in the description. Actually, the worst part about a tattoo is the itching afterwards. Hands down. One thing you never talk about, the healing process when it itches. Don't itch it. Slap the itch. That's what you do. Because it will damage the tattoo otherwise. and moisturize, which I'm going to go and do now. Good tea. I'm going to put them over the toes so they don't itch. Because, dude, that's the worst thing about tattoo, it's the itching. It's a bit more tender, I guess. Do like the owl I did last night. Oh, wow, it stings a little bit more. Oh, yeah. Damn. That hurts more than the tattoo itself. What the fuck? It don't hurt more than a tattoo, I'm joking. So I've done the owl, ghost, monster, mushroom, got the reaper, and the cross. I got another one up here, and then this one. But that one was designed just straight onto the stencil paper, and it's shaded, and we would see it. I went from 3 to 11. Slow down for a little bit. Doesn't hurt too bad. It's just because that one was last night, so it's still pretty raw. But realistically, you want to keep them hydrated, otherwise they don't heal correctly. A lot of the thank you, bro, I appreciate that. A lot of the issues with tattoos is once it's a healing process. People not looking after the tattoos because the first year you have to look after it for a year. But I mean, if you're getting shading, it can take like a whole year to dry to heal. So you've got to get through three layers of skin to allow, not obviously the 3 layers, but I mean 3 layers of skin, so 2 millimeters. You want to go through the 3 sections of skin, 2 sections, not the bottom layer. Otherwise you blow out. Which is also quite scary, because blowing out just means you know what I mean? Alright, yeah, to practicing today. I want to practice a piece I was going to do earlier, well, yesterday. The knee went blunt, and I ended up jamming up my leg. Now I've got 2 lines in my leg, so I'm gonna have to like do a cover up. I know someone's got a laser machine, so I don't, but I know through someone. I just laser off. It literally probably be like, it's like you probably take like 2, whatever the fuck that is, shots. Buy some good tea. Oh, sorry, I was looking at my iPad. It's too loud. I like having music on in the background unless it's blasting my eardrums out and I can't think. So yeah, I've only been tattooing technically like a week now or something. Alright, alright. Honestly, people don't have to feel like they're going to respond, if that makes sense. Because they will just waffle. That's what I do. That's why people typically come and watch my lives, I think. Because people just literally love me just talking on or watching the progress of what I do. Because I have my own skateboard company. I make fingerboards and skateboards. If people don't know that. 50%. That's going to be too. I'm going to charge this up a little bit first, and then I'm going to design the drawing that I'm going to tattoo. Right, that's the plan. That's the move. I have no idea why, but interesting. You're looking on next month, and you're just going late now. Welcome, welcome. This is George. Toe gun up. So yeah, that moisturiser kind of just over now. Like the sting from it. But it was on the ones that have been longer than 2 days. But it's a bit like I've got looked up. It's something called tattoo flu, and that's like when you have either a big piece, extended piece, or a lot of tattooing done. And obviously, I've gone from having 3 tattoos to 11, and I've done all of them bar 2 myself. Because I believe if you're going to be a good tattoo artist as well. So if I was sat there, someone sat in a chair getting some art done by me, right? Wouldn't you trust it more if that person had potentially done themselves a few times at least, more, or at least on a par with someone who's got tattoos as well, because at least you know that they're willing to do it to themselves to either get better, to practice. Like I said, bro, you don't have to respond if you. I don't know if I find it interesting or you're being sarky, but I really don't care because, like I said, I just talk on anyway. It is very interesting, actually. It is extremely interesting. I think what's even more interesting is how people figured out tattooing like over 100 years ago plus. Like, well, longer than that, just a lot longer than that. You know, natives and tribes and stuff. I think it's incredible how they figured that out. And who done it first with what ink, and then did they like give them stay? They put a few of them probably got poison in the process. Do you know what I mean? Like, but the owl is probably like my favorite piece. I love pieces like that because it's like a tribal. I don't like tribal like signs. You know, where people get like the tribal bands and stuff like that. I think it's very generic. It's like American traditional. It just feels very big. I like American tradition. It's one of my favorite styles. I also like the new microrealism. That actually is exciting. Congratulations. Happy birthday to America. I mean, I wish we could say a number like that. That would be crazy, but we're thousands of years old. I mean, I don't think the UK could count its birthday anymore. I think it's generally like, fuck knows when it was taken, reinvaded, and, you know. Anyway. Right, let's get it. What are we doing? Some sort of drawing. I don't know if it's like draw it on, like I've done with the butterfly. Probably. I mean, to be fair, the reason I'm more impressed with a few of my tattoos is I had to kind of just float to the gun. And not even just the needle look I'm on about float the whole thing. Rather than resting my arm and looking at somewhere, I just couldn't in some areas, so I just had to float the needle. It's floating it anyway, it's just not riding the tube, which is not great if you don't want to like messy looking tattoo. It's not messy, I mean when you're trying to tattoo it, it's hard to tell whether the ink just gets laid on the skin rather than put into the correct layer. I honestly think tattooing is like now my favourite form of art. I can't believe it took me this long to get into it, to be honest with you. It took me an awfully long time. Considering I'm 25, I got tattoos when I was like 8 to 20. I think I was 20 when I got my first tattoo. Not 18 like everybody. And there's a reason for that. Because in the UK, it's probably the same in other countries, you're not allowed to have medical broccoli, let's call it, because I was prescribed it at the time, I believe. I wasn't allowed to have that while getting a tattoo, and that's always pissed me off. I was like, well, actually, if I'm doing my own art mostly, then I technically could tattoo myself, and I'm in charge. There isn't like, oh, I'm not willing to do that, because obviously they do it to save themselves from any issues, which is fair enough. This must be fucking makeup, and then it's gotta be. It's gotta be. What the fuck is that? I'm guessing that's eyebrow pencil, which I don't use. I don't need to look how bloody bushy they are anyway. What the fuck? Ugh. Everything feels effort without coffee. Actually does. Oh, you clean it. What, my tattoos? Yes. As I say, it's a big part of that healing process, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I am cleaning them. Oh, you're cleaning this? Yeah. Well, I was. It's really worse. It's fucking that makeup. I actually don't understand. I understand that women wear it because the society is a bitch. It is. What's it doing, man? ones for fake skin that I know aren't blunt yet. Obviously, for one-time use, well, they're all one-time use, but in skin, I wouldn't do that. I don't like wasting. It feels like a giant waste to do a piece. Have to like stop for like a day and come back to it. It's fake skin, and then just using a fresh needle when it's literally got the same quality to it essentially, because I maybe done like half a piece. It's not like it just gets blunt and over like it will if you leave it too long out of the packet's been used, and if it's like wet or something, you know, it could rust or blunt a bit. But, yeah. This design now. So out. Frankie, be naughty, get out. Oh my days, bro. Janky as fucking. Jankiest flipping. Oh, what's it called? Sharp man, that's the one. I need some inspiration here. So I wouldn't do this on the skin. I can't bother to stencil something. But I still want a reference to tattoo. So little mushroom and a little wardrop. I'm going to clean up a little bit. It's hard to launch fake skin. Something like Okay, who knows? We're gonna do these. So these are so far done. Those are the designs. Freehand, almost like a flashcard, but already tied. I've done some of these designs. It's just so I can get a bit more limelight practice tonight before I do my last one for probably like a week or so. So I was always telling myself that, oh, you know, don't rush it. I'm like, well, what's the rush? I'm 25 already. Oh my lord, man. Sorry, this phone's just fucking annoying. It just doesn't ever stay upright. There you go, finally. So yes, we're gonna do those. Like the, is it charging? It should be charging. Yeah. It's at 50%. I might actually do some more designs on there then. Thank you, I appreciate that. I literally been an artist as long as I can remember, to a degree. A good artist or an artist, I mean. And then I guess a butterfly. Pretty naff butterfly. So I'm because I can't bother to use spirit paper to do stencils. I'm drawing them onto the fake skin to then tattoo them on. So I've tattooed myself like 8 times in the last 3 days. Some pretty good ones too, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, drawing the stencils on. So last few days I got the mushroom done, that one. That was terrible. Owl, which I done last night. A ghost of a skateboard. That one. Cross. And then this one as well. This is probably one of my favourite pieces. Because it's shaded. The 7 was shaded anyway. Hello, welcome. So yeah, now I'm kind of sort of like a flashy almost, but in a tattoo. And the other thing you just want to be able to draw from mind, really, do you know what I mean? Which I can. So if someone wants a tattoo something like that, you want to be able to. So yeah, that one last night didn't have a reference because it went completely wrong. Which one did a reference? One on my leg because it was actually my design. So a reference is essentially once someone's done the tattoo, right, let me find a piece. I don't have one. It's the stencil or the drawing to look at, so you can like side by side do them. If things it starts smudging off, and I just I said hello 6 times. So yeah, cactus, butterfly, love heart with the like water drop sort of thing. You can sub if you like to sub. I mean, it's your choice. So these ones are cute little things. I don't like patchwork. I know I've got, it's funny because I've got Senju patchwork right now, but they're like very workable into sleeves, especially things like that, which is the Reaper. And I mean, all of it really. A little face, that little monster I've done on my leg. I could turn him into, I could do like a leg full of monsters. The mushroom, easy. Do like a mushroom field around my leg. The owl could easily be blended where it's line work. This is one of my favourites that I've done. It's not the cleanest, but I mean, as I said, I lost reference last night. I'm like, shit. So I'm just going for it, trying to make it like level it out. That's why I was practicing this one, which is not symmetrical if you look, which I'll be the first to point out. But I mean, the shading itself is quite clean. I like it. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, guys. So I'm terrible at taking compliments for art sometimes, but I want to show this because for a long time I didn't show my art. So I'm kind of not like worried about my art, just also run the issue of everybody being like, it's AI, and I'm like, well, clearly it's not. You know what I mean? So I'll show some of my art, which is where people have gone AI, and this is the issue. I'm 25, I've grown up in a time period where AI is clearly a thing and it's taking over in a way. And people are letting it take over because they like think everything's AI, which is kind of sad. So let me find. This is one I designed for my. I'm gonna put this on the top of my leg. I absolutely love this one. Grim Reaper sticking his finger up. But there's pieces like this, right, that is shaded. This was to go on a jumper or a top. The moon's not finished. If you look at it, the moon's actually pretty messed up. It's got janky sketch lines to it, which I didn't sort it out in the end. But I think it kind of adds to the overall image. It's very symmetrical, very clean. I absolutely love that graphic. I've been drawing on an iPad now again for a little while. I drew that when just before I started the business. I was like, oh, I can draw still. So I hadn't drawn for ages since I was in college, school. I started drawing again. And I was like, oh, I could do this. And then I done it from that. And I started to get tipsy for that. I'm sober now. It made me realise as well, another reason why I wanted to be sober was it started off good, but then it started to get shit. And I was like, this is why you can't do anything out of it. And as long as alcohol's to like dope people up so they can't excel anymore. Think about it, you go to work, you go back after work, you finish, you have a pint, and you just drink so you're doing the work for the man, and then you just don't do anything for yourself other than have a drink. That's pretty tapped. Anyway, so yeah, getting sober is the best decision I've made because it actually helped me want to do so much. You know what I mean? Oh, so tired. I also have to just do it slightly deep, not too deep at all. It's not even the first layer. It just pushes it in a little bit more rather than just being like on it gently where I can rub it off. I want it just so when I'm wiping with Vaseline or like and I'm cleaning it to after I'm tattooing it, it doesn't just wipe off the stencil. But the reason I'm practicing, as I said, this freehand shit is because it's to me that's needed. What happens if like things go very much back to basics? You don't have a stencil printer, you don't have electricity, you don't have Wi-Fi. I mean, obviously you can have electricity, but I mean, maybe Wi-Fi goes down or something like that. You still got to run the parlor for the day because you know. I mean, I'm not saying I have a parlor, I want a parlor. I'm just as an example, and then with that being able to essentially just go off the whim, and that's hard in itself because you're just it's not like a piece of paper where you can rub it out. You know, it's permanent. So you've got to work it slower. That's the truth. That's why that's why the butterfly's taking me a bit longer. I'm gonna go through as well and do like white highlights because some of my favorite tattoos are microrealism, right, or American traditional, right. Makes sense. But yeah, American traditional, but with slight realism and but not too much. Because if they're completely blacked out, then they're in the lighting they don't just look like, you know, they need the right lighting to look good. So it needs to. I kind of like being able to utilize skin and white because then at least if it does blow out or go faded, you can still make out what it is. But if it's a very shaded piece, like the shades next to each other are very hard to distinguish. It's just minor. Unless it's a piece like my leg piece or that 7, even if that does fade, because I'm going to somehow work into a leg piece, there will be a gap there to a degree. I pretty much don't want any skin. I do, but not much skin showing. I really want to be covered. Right, let's get. We'll do these ones at least first. I reckon. Yeah. Sorry, thinking out loud. Oh, I can't be bothered to wear gloves, but I know it's just going to help me get stop getting shit on the way out. I might just wear one glove. Like Michael Jackson. I'm still going to sip about with all the goods. Right, let's get tea. Let's get my blood. It's funny trying to tattoo yourself. Do you need to tattoo for your blood sugar? Like, you need to get blood sugar up before you have a tattoo, just so you have, like don't pass out or something. Try tattooing yourself for like an hour with your leg locked up like this. The tattoo didn't hurt really. I honestly don't mind tattoos. I really enjoy them. They're really addictive. But after coming out of this leg lock position, after doing this one, like that owl, I was hobbling around for like the rest of the evening, just purely because of the fact that my leg felt so dead from having it locked in that position. I really like the owl, man. Like, we've got to grab this. It's not the cleanest because I have got to clean it up the layer lines. I am pretty happy with it. The feet went a little bit weird, granted, but I can sort those out. It's easily something that can be sorted. You know what I mean? And I don't know why looking down it when you've got your legs crossed and you just got missed out. Look at jail or something. I don't know. Yeah, Casper is the ghost. So yeah, why not? And I like Casper because he's got a skateboard, so he's like he could be doing a Casper. So there's already parts out of the ghost that are slightly healed out, like the lines have come out. They were too. I didn't go deep enough. But the rest aren't going to have that issue. If anything, I went too deep in one spot. But the way that I could work that is it would be more like I can shade that area. I always say I actually think the line work hurts more than shading. Because it's like more dark, detailed line you've got to pull for quite a while. Alright, mate. You alright? Fucking easy face, though. I was going to put a feel above him saying boo. So someone saying boo, but anyway, let's get on with this. I'm just delaying the inevitable, I suppose. Try. These are child's gloves, but these honestly feel like they're for children. Someone had a glove somewhere, but it's not ripped or broken. So I need to buy new gloves already. I went through them like. Granted, it wasn't a new pack, so I don't feel too bad about it. doing a Rugby accent. I'm one club in it. I'm gonna go change this over. I'm not wasting it. Where's the music on? This is really depressing. That is a good film as well. Let's go. I'm gonna be like one of those people that carry the loo roll around in my pocket now. I'm not joking. It's not very hygienic, obviously. It was for practice ones. And on myself, I quite literally don't give a shit. Because, I mean, I've had tetanus shots. Doesn't stop me getting... Does it stop me getting me again? Who knows? I'll be fine. Get like staph or some disease and skin-borne infection. I am going to be doing a course. And then... Fuck knows really. Where I go from with that, with there, from there. Blah, 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 blah. I keep doing that. That was a nice line. I pulled that clean. So I mean, I'm trying to learn to float it. I'm not float this needle, so you don't read that. I literally mean, I can't lock in my arm always or rest my arm down. I need to be able to keep a steady line floating my hand, which is incredibly risky. I'd never do that on a client. Don't worry if I, you know what I mean. But testing myself with the extremes is the hardest point and my favourite part. It's damn clean. Don't try and mock the Britishness. No one speaks like that, bro. Tell you what, tattooing myself has helped me beyond belief. I've realised that now. I'll show people it's This is so much cleaner than my other pieces. And I go fuck it. Drawing circles has to be one of my favourite things to do with it. So, no problems, bro. People don't use a podcast to very simple. I don't do the lives for any particular people. Do it for everyone. You know what I mean? Some of my food's not too bad. Probably a bit more shady and stuff like that. I actually need to clean up real quick. Little mushroom, it's quite sweet. We'll come back and add detail to it. Now it's time to do the raindrop. It's that tapering effect that I'm trying to get. Lines. tattoos, really. Oh, that candle's nice. Oh, so you got a little detail in there, like the candle. It's getting a lot better. It's getting a lot better with each tattoo I do. I mean, I've done like a few myself now as well, so the skin is honestly a little bit easy. I don't know actually. My skin is like butter. It's kind of weird, isn't it? I mean, for tattooing. Granted, this is harder because I'm working with 1 millimeter. But here we go. pretty happy with most of them, all of them. Tiny as fuck. Actually, it's super tiny, that is. Just practice makes perfect. I've only started tattooing like a week ago. I've done myself 8 times, I think. I hope they're having a good weekend anyway. Good enough for now. Very clean little. reference just sketched. So that's like what I want to be able to do on people's legs. I mean, draw one of those on with like the stencil pencil. The stencil pencil? The stencil pen. Boom. Get tattooing. I really like those, they're actually really clean. They're pretty small as well, do you know what I mean? They're like little ones that, like a flashcard, so to speak. It's like your sheds on like what? 20? It's just completely fair. So yeah, this is it. Just some basic ones. Just keep the practice going, do you know what I mean? So that's all I done on my leg last night. It's actually like my favourite piece I've done. Ow. I think it's sick. I took about an hour. I've got a leg cramp because my leg is up in this position. So the worst leg cramp I got doing that tattoo, to be honest, because as I said, I had my leg up for an hour like that. It's about an hour-ish. It's the owl. How I feel about you inside. Hope I'm having a good Saturday. Again. I don't think I've actually seen a case of somebody tattooing themselves so many times as like a new tattoo artist. In a few videos I watch of people really struggle with the pain and I understand it. I just want to know if it's me on another level because I really don't think it's painful at all. I guess we would have a different pain tolerance, but to be put off by it physically, it's weird. Or is it just doing it yourself? Tattoos, piece of piss. Maybe it's more of a piece of piss as I was doing it, so you actually paid for it. And you're like, I can't. Do you know what I mean? But when you get halfway through a bigger piece, you're like, I don't think I can do this. So I mean, like, I'd recommend something like, people get a little piece like this for their first tattoos. Like, my first tattoo I got was a snake. It's not the biggest. Like, people get a lot bigger, but at the same time, it's not like a small one. And that, as I said, made me realise I like it quite a bit. That's why the owl is kind of covering my whole calf. But it is like one of my favourite tattoos I've done now. But yeah, I've done 8 on myself. Because I think doing tattoos on myself is like, if I ever have a client, you know what I mean? And they tell me, oh, so how many tattoos I have? Like, well, I've started off by doing like 30 tattoos on myself. And they're decent ones. It's not like a little smiley face or something. They're like actually either designed by me or edited up slightly from a design that I do like. has a crazy cast in it. Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson. What's the other fucking guy called? What is that called? Anne Hathaway. So I've seen one, just trying to recognise him. That looks sick. Oh, I thought it was that. The Odyssey. Oh well. Yeah, it's tattooed. I have to put all my pieces up on the wall, I think. So you won't be reusing these before Circo today, right? This has only been used for one session. I'll happily reuse it Circo as long as it doesn't. Right, the face skin, as long as it doesn't tear it up too badly. Otherwise, it is just a waste doing it one little toe and then the face skin and then not using it again. I don't see fucking hell, dog. You're not going to be in here, man. You're naughty. So good. Toes are itchy, man. Luckily, this is not where the toes. This is an old toe, so it's not going to be itching. Force habit is just slap it rather than itching it, which is the best habit to do. I would just destroy it. Just give it like a little tap. Unless you can't handle things, I mean, they also kind of hurt. But if it's itchy, you scratch it, it's going to hurt a lot more. But I know it's not like the most detail, but it could hurt my whole calf. I don't. 9 toes. I've done ones that I could easily get turn into like leg pieces and sleeves. Do you know what I mean? They will blend into it very easy. Right, I'm gonna fingerboard today. Bit of a mixture of like everything, I suppose. I just need a cigarette. Go for this. Come back. Fingerboard for like 10-15 minutes. Then I'm going to draw some more pieces and then we're going to tie it again. It's just like a nice, keep it fresh. I'm struggling with my ADHD meds at the moment, so I'm just waiting for them. I was looking into it, they are very addictive things, ADHD medication. Sorry guys, I don't know if I'm mumbling too much. I need to speak up, to be fair, because I forget how shit the mic is on this phone. I feel like I need to shout at that phone. I will get a mic when I can CBA to not buy things other needles and. I applied for another job, which is ace, because I'm going to be doing three things at the same time. I'm going to be tattooing, running my business while trying to be a cleaner as well. So can't be a bit of money. You actually can't. That's why I'll see it because I love what I do. I've applied for a job. Hopefully, I get it. But I might be overqualified. Imagine that shit. It's fair. I get it. Yeah, it would be ideal. It's the weekend, isn't it? Yeah, I don't have to worry too hard then. So we say like, well, I'm not going to respond, but see you done. Bless. I do love animals. Right, I'm going with the. I'll be back momentarily. Cigarette time. Right, I'll be back in a sec. Yeah, I bring it on. This is easy. visualization, I'm afraid. It's actually jarring. Perfect practice. So I'm probably going to put them on the wall, maybe, I don't know. So it's not symmetrical, but it's shaded quite well. It's going good, bro. How's your day going? Quiet one. It's a Saturday, I guess, so. Just literally practicing some more tattooing. This was just, I've done what, 9 on myself in the last few days, so I've got that owl. I really like the owl. It's proper clean. I mean, there's some wonky lines-ish, but it's practice on skin. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm having coffee at the moment, it's really affecting me. Thank you, bro, I appreciate that. So I've got Reaper, obviously that one already. Cross, Horizon, which I'm changing into a sleeve, so I'm going to cover up with that one. Done this one yesterday. Shaded it. And a ghost with a skateboard and an owl. Little monster. A mushroom. And then obviously part around the other side, and then one up here as well. So what I'm doing is essentially going through, sketching some random designs on it. Ideally using my flash sheet, but not necessarily. Or at least using it for inspiration, right? I don't know why I would really trust an artist if I went there and they were like, so have you done many tattoos? Oh yeah, I've done like 20 on myself. I'm like, oh, fair play. Like you, I don't know, it's just, a sort of there's also a rite of passage apparently when you like tell yourself. Thank you, bro. Stencil pen. Because I'm probably gonna be a person that likes sketching a design on someone. It's the same with obviously a stencil pen, like as you're meant to. I was just tapping myself in the hand. Oh, I actually did. Great, I've got a bit ink in the back of my hand now. Oh well. Terrible. That's what that is. Right, what else am I doing? man. It's maybe a bit small, but we're working on it. 1, 2, 3, come on. So this is what I've tattooed, and this is what I'm sketching to freehand. Got the little spider web. Actually really flipping sweet, man. It's tiny. And then a little hot air balloon. These are flash pieces, so to speak, like quick, easy. It's the song, right? I'm trying to play out loud, unfortunately, but still. So yeah, this is a flash sheet tattoo guy I'm doing, so. So after tattooing myself last night, just last night, a lot. Oh, not a lot. Like a living canvas, pretty much. I'm just practicing these onto it. So they're free sketched in, and now I'm just going to kind of tattoo them. Obviously, I wouldn't sketch on the skin unless I had a stencil pen, which I would. And I think I would rather do that for like little ones, not always have to print off. It feels kind of pointless. Oh, got a little bit of Bon Jovi. If you don't believe the stream, straight up. In my belly, but it's like a pressure point when I'm trying to squeeze out the ball. So when you like pinch, it's weird. I get it in my hand. If I hold so weird, my hand starts to shake. And it's like I've got the weakest ass grip, which I do to a degree in some areas because of my arthritis. But I also have a deadly grip. Perfect. Circles are my favourite to draw, I'm not gonna lie, they're so clean. I'll show everyone in a sec. Bon Jovi, tattooing, fucking day sorted. Trust me. Get in your element. Be surprised how hard and neat lines are to draw, like with a fucking shaking gun in hand. It's not easy. Very enjoyable though. Arguably, I prefer tattooing myself the most. I think it's a very satisfying feeling. It's also incredibly satisfying watching the art take place just appear on the skin almost. Weekends. I will be showing my tattoo in a sec. It's my out one. I'm super stoked with it. Done that one yesterday. Shaved my legs for the most part. I'm not enjoying that. Music, tattooing, very chill weekend. It's a bit messed up stencil, so it's a bit of a messed up tattoo. Freehand. So this is the freehand and doing a little bit of. It's not too shabby. I mean, obviously warm up. This is what I'm gonna need every day for the moment, at least anyway. Then the ones on myself are this one, these two. There's a ghost and there's an owl. That owl, right? I'm not gonna lie, I love how it doesn't even hurt me really. Like it's like moments on the bone. It's like a couple more tickles than anything. It's like a hot cat scratch, like an angry cat pissed off at you. That's it for a little bit. But it's like an hour with my leg up like that, and when I stood up, get my leg out, I couldn't walk. And it's not because it's how it's purely because of how I had my leg for like an hour. It was absolute killer on my leg. It was hilarious. And I stood up, I was hobbling around to just get anything done. Perfect. There you go. So now I've already done exercise. See the hot air balloon. It's a bit rough because it was freehand, but then yeah, it's like a flash sheet, right? It's like a small little tattoos that take 10, 15, 20 minutes maximum, depending on what it is. And a spiderweb might take like 15 minutes, where like something like that love heart probably take you literally like 5, 10 minutes, right, to get done. Hello, welcome. Oh, it's so Moorish. I can't wait to tell you myself again. I've done 8 in the last, what, how many days? Fuck knows, I don't know. I literally gone crazy with it a little bit. I love the butterfly. It's nice and dark, the butterfly, obviously, it's like literally quite bold. The other ones are more like fine line work, right? I'm trying to work on fine line. But fine line's so hard to keep straight because it's literally like minute in it, you know what I mean? The smallest millimetre wave, you'll notice it compared to a thicker line, which hides the wave quite well. So this is 0.35 or 3. It might be actually 0.3, I'm not 100% sure. Oh well. I've got to push the line, so I'm just going to put a little. So you can push your pull lines out at 90. That's what I like about it, because then you're not going to tear the skin up for your client at all. I was shading my leg now, and I did not cut it at one time. I am a big believer in, like, if I went to a tattoo artist and they had done their own tattoos on themselves, then I'm more likely to trust them, to be honest. Just that little bit. So I'm like, fair enough. He's literally confident in his own art that he's tattooed himself. Which isn't always a confident sign, so I'm an idiot. So don't just be like, oh, he's tattooing himself. Like, check my tattoos. Check their tattoos first. Oh, wow. Went a little bit deep on that one there. I've got to be careful. Yeah. That's a fine line, though. Not good, fine line. Good at line work, I guess, but I'm better at like shading, because that's my strong suit. So, better. Skin is buttery, though, I'm not gonna lie. More tension on the face skin. Hello, welcome. I'm trying to do these waviest looking lines because the spider web, in between them, you'll see what I mean. They've got like a slight wave, naturally letting that vibration cause a natural. Voila. Excess off. Beautiful. It's not a bad spider's web. It's very minute, so I'm quite chuffed with it, to be honest. Spider webs aren't easy. Like, they're very common, but you've got to look at symmetry and stuff like that. And I'm trying to work on, like, if shading's good enough and the detail's good enough, then things don't have to be 100% symmetrical, right? Which I've done. But look at my butterfly. It's not 100% symmetrical, but the shading, after it's my first shaded piece, if I weren't moving more than 100%. your skin, you wait like a little bit to get touch up, like a few weeks to a month or so. Because it's one of like face skin to be able to go in and. I mean, I'm not tearing it up. That's the main thing. So we don't want to do. Johnson. Yeah. Tiny ass line work. Practicing all of it, like from mines which I've done on myself, freestyle shading. If that's a thing. I mean, there's no reference photo. I've just my brain is the reference photo. Well, that is web. No reference. Just straight up through away. Because I mean, so I mean, you could be a tattoo artist, or you could be an artist who also does tattooing, and I mean, kind of a beneficial career because you can utilize your skin and art and what you can draw. Big reveal, ready? Pretty happy with that spider's web, to be honest with you. Freehand. The butterfly was freehand as well, so I mean I did draw it on, but then once the stencil rubbed off, I was just working with my brain to shade it. So it's not symmetrical, but it does look pretty damn good, I'm not going to lie. If I don't say so myself, I'm pretty happy with it. Oh my days. GTA 6. Oh, it's giving like Vice City back again. Can't believe we made it through GTA 6 without being blown up or something. It's incredible. I'm so good at not going through GTA. Unbelievable. Literally self-taught in the sense of I've done tattoos myself, right? Tattooing. So the ones I've done myself, oh, they're everywhere. So last night's one's an owl and a ghost. Also this one. A little bit of freehand. It's like permanent art, but obviously everyone knows it's permanent art, but I mean once you've obviously normally use a stencil, but I'm not doing that. I'm about to just 3D art tattoo on somebody. Shade, line work, trying to do like micro and that. small detail. So look at the mushroom. It's not actually shaded, it's just got a load of shit over it. Candle's slightly shaded. I'll show people what's shaded and not shaded. That seems really good at getting ink up, like an incredible amount. Otherwise, you sat there with, like, you could be bleach peroxide. I'm not even joking. The shit won't. Also, don't do that on skin. Just try and wipe a lot of the excess away. The candles, mushroom, butterfly, spider's web was pretty neat. This was freestyle. How do you? I guess it's one of those natural talents, bro. Like, I only started tattooing like about a week ago, and I've already. That's my dog. I've already done 8 tattoos on myself. That's one of my favourite mushrooms I've done. I do one that on myself, but so got this one. I didn't do that one, by the way. 2 of them I didn't do. This one. Then 2%. Well, that's the first one I done. Terrible, but I'm happy with it because it's 2% sobriety. I've got to stay sober now because I've got it tattooed on me. The Reaper, and I lost 7 of my friends. And it's like we're all skaters, so it's like they're all skating with death now. Little monster on my calf. A mushroom. This is my favourite one I done last night. The owl. It's not the cleanest, but it's going to need like a little bit sort of line work. But I'm going to let it heal up first, see what rejects. So I see the skin can reject some a little bit, and then you're just left with any dragon. See, I would love to do a dragon, bro, but it's I could do. It could be another piece, but I'm not personally into having a dragon on my body. I like American traditional tattoos, right? And I also like microrealism to a degree, but is it cyber sigillism or something? I don't know, whatever all those things are. I'm not into any of that sort of art style, and I think like tattooing falls into that tribal-ish aspect. I think they're cool, but I think they're so overdone. That's why I wanted owl, because I feel like owls are overdone, but it depends what kind of owl it is. I feel like the shaded realism owls are done, but like kind of as I said, American traditionals kind of will always come through on top because it's American tradition. You know what I mean? Like it's. See, I'm new to tattooing, but I know about tattooing because I already had like tattoos myself anyway. Excellent, thank you, I appreciate that. I'm terrible at accepting compliments from art. I always have been. I don't know why. I think if anybody here can drive or something like that, and someone goes, "You're a really good driver," or "You're really good at cooking dinner," but to you it's like second nature. Like it doesn't mean like you're really grateful for the comments because of course I am. I can't thank God enough. I just generally, as a person, find art relatively easy. So when people are like that's incredible, I just try and take it as I can better than what they might be, not in a diggy way, but like. But I'm only good because I tried so hard at it. You know what I mean? So this is the things I'd love to be able to tattoo. So this is one of my drawings. It's not fully finished because if you look at the moon, it's very sketched in still. But then if I go back to some, like the Reaper, this one here. This is what I mean. I'm trying to take my drawing skill to tattooing, which is it's different. It's very different as I'm realizing now. So I mean, I'm not being able to execute the same pieces that I wanted to, but still, they're not too bad. I mean, pieces like this are quite cool. I don't know if people are interested in these sorts of things, but a lot of shading, but the silhouette of a man. It's that whole kind of take on a mice or a mouse, right? A man or a mouse, mice or a man, right? Or a man or a mouse. That's the one. But then it's kind of having that spin of like men have this tough exterior where they put, you know what I mean? But they really are like we're all just inside this little mammal. That's the best way to describe it. Like inside, we are just a little mammal. Like we all are. But yeah, so that's generally the gist. I generally can't wait to get better. Don't get me wrong, each piece is getting better and better. Each tattoo I do typically. Obviously, the first few in the morning are a bit rusty, but I'm like, yeah. I also feel a bit down, not down at the moment, but where I've done my like I've got 9 tattoos on myself now in the last few days. I'm like, my body's feeling it. It's not aching or sore. It's a bit more like the only way to describe it is like flu. It's like flu. It's not the flu, but it's like the flu. I know there's something called like tattoo flu or something. It's a similar thing that happens from getting tattoos. Obviously, normally bigger pieces and sleeves, but as I've got them all over my body, I looked up. It's like yeah, because they're on each. You know, it's fighting multiple fronts, so to speak. So just open wounds. It's a bit like I think tattoos like the way they glorify so much is people kind of forget what they are. That they are just an open wound with ink in it. So just like me, I have it. Don't cover it up at all. I clean it. I keep it. I clean it like 3-4 times a day. I don't let any fabric really sit on it. I try and let air get to them because they cure quicker. Because the wrap around it is going to stop air getting to it and curing. I mean, some of them are already starting to like get itchy, and that's honestly, personally, I think the worst part about a tattoo is the itch afterwards. Daddy used to work on the dime. He dies like he's too young. Not too bad to be honest with you. As I say, a lot of them freehand, not stenciled. So, and I mean, I did draw like say like that on there, a rough outline. You can only see it for that spaceship. But that's it. I say that proper clean. I like those, but this is what I mean. I want to be able to just go up and do a piece of something like last night. My stencil was rubbing off, so it was just pretty much freehanding the whole thing, which I messed up a little bit on one area, but it's so intricate that you can't really tell. But it's like the piece I've done could easily bend into a sleeve, especially like this one here. Could easily like fade into a sleeve. Obviously, I want American traditional anyway, but I want to do half of them myself, or at least yeah, like half my body tattoos, and then I want to design the rest. I have already designed half of them. Well, I say half. I've got quite a bit of body to cover up. I mean, 2 sleeves. Baby, it's okay. So I'm drawing it in this, just so I know I'm following really. Because I can draw it in quick with this. It's easier for me to see what I need to draw. So shit like randomly with drawers, it's like I don't know, a random little eye like this, and also go in and detail it a little bit more. Do I actually just tattoo the back of the finger? I keep doing this, getting ink in my hands. A few times in the back of the hand. Don't feel it. That's the thing. It's like, how would I not feel that? I just want to fucking like. Everything for you. I need to staple this together really. If I would get any dragon, I'd get the Welsh dragon because I'm Welsh. So. A little tremble in it, just to add that realistic effect to the eye to make it real. Wasn't a happy coincidence at all. pretty damn fucking clean. You belong to me. So I don't know what I want to call it. Just some arrows. I think that's real nice. It's just for a random minute, and I love things like that. I'm actually pretty proud of these, to be honest. Freehand. We're a bit warm now, I'll tell you now. Oh, it's warm. I'm melting. Tattooing does make you quite warm for some reason. I have no idea why. Refreshing. Freehand. Pretty proud of these, to be honest. I really like the eye. It's just shading a little bit. Eyes. I'm going to put them away a bit to make sure he's not over shaded. And then, oh, it's looking sick. Ready? Just going and folding the eye up a little bit. Just living it. Long way to go, okay? I'm not dreaming it. Right. Long band. Let me give it a wide away so you see the actual shading on the eye here. So I shaded the eye in. I actually really like that sheet. It's very simple, but it's like, you know, if anything, that'd be more, what do you call it? Just a simple, basic little flash sheet drawing. Nice and easy. How is it 9:25 already? Fucking mental. It took me 29. Asian anyways, it's the only way I could describe it. It's totally different. If I didn't give a fuck, I wouldn't give it. It's in the center of the bold decision. Hey man, I did it. That's just the singing. Yeah. Tell me what the fuck's up. Y'all don't wanna go home, everybody sucks. Else don't help much. Yeah. Tell me what the fuck's up. I don't wanna go home, everybody sucks. Soy sausage. Yeah, tell me what the fuck's up. I don't wanna go home, everybody sucks. So I'll come back and shade this in a sec. Shaded the eye a little bit. Do the butterfly. Right, I want to tell myself again, it's really bad. I'm going to just hold up a little bit, practice more on my shading and that. So this isn't symmetrical, but I feel like the shading's done it so much justice, you don't pay attention to the symmetry-ish, maybe a little bit. So that's drawn from brain, from memory. Right. I was just processing what I'm doing this morning. I'm so tired. It's 'cause I ain't got any coffee at the moment. And I think that's really impacting me. No ADHD meds, no coffee. It's like, at least I can still focus on it. Like, a lot of the time, people can't continue doing work if you've got ADHD meds and you're prescribed ADHD meds because methylphenidate is very addictive. You step on what it made you smile for. Hey, show me what the fuck's up. So much. Unless a dragon would be pretty damn cool, wouldn't it? Damn it, I don't want to tattoo a dragon bone, that's just like so much effort. With a clear bag. Stress from trying to control that. Somebody not see tomorrow. 2 seconds, when I come back to I will. It's killing me softly, and that's all I want. Yeah, 2 minutes. Down to the budget, nothing is stressing me. We're gonna have to deal with me singing, I'm afraid, because it's just what I do now. Destiny. Does when I don't sleep. It's when I don't sleep. I know when to speak. Dragon. Nah, I can't be acid or dragon, I'm not gonna lie. Tattoo works a draw on it, then I got to tattoo it, so. Away from my school, the food sucked and the kids were ruffled. Dyed my hair, pierced my nostrils. Hell, you down there? So I'm looking at my dog and she's just hiding from me. She's on the floor. She's like camouflaged into the floor. Bless her. Oh, upside down, upside down. There's a roller coaster. It's too fucking funny. Who is that? It's not going crazy because I can hear things. Probably. I can hear voices, I think it's just. Oh, it's probably school runs, isn't it? I'm having a cigarette, I can't handle it anymore. Yeah, feeling the sick. I love when people seem to take a cigarette addiction, so you know what the addiction's going to be. Or I mean, like, you're smoking a your brain tells you need a cigarette. It doesn't. You just have to realize, after a while, realize that's what's making you agitated. Oh, time for a cup of tea. I'm not really enjoying the tea at the moment. We're acting like we're enjoying the tea though, because happiness. Fake it till you make it, am I right? I would tattoo on alive today. Yeah. I mean on myself. But I don't want to rush the piece that I'm doing later because I'm doing a leg. I'm doing a death. I don't know if I want to do death again because I've done death twice now. Actually, might do a gargoyle or something. I don't know. Interesting. Okay. Right. We'll leave that for now. I'm going for a cigarette now. I'll be back. I can't take me.